Hi, my name is Christina Dobberstein, and I teach first grade at Brookville Elementary in Brookville, Ohio. In kindergarten, the students spend a lot of time learning their letters and their sounds.
School, S-C-H-O-O-L, school, school, school.
Not only being able to pick out the letters, but also to write the letters. It's a big difference, from kindergarten to first. Not that they don't work hard in kindergarten, but now they have to take those foundational skills and kind of use those to build upon and apply them in first grade. We do start the year off with reviewing our letters and our sounds. Then we'll start teaching them some of those long vowel teams like EE and EA, IGH, just all the different combinations that a chunk can make. And the students are going to move from CVC words or consonant vowel consonant words like cat, and then they'll work their way up to more complex words. We want them to be able to put the words together, but we also want them to be able to break words apart. We've been doing some work where they have the word cat, and I might ask them to change the last sound to make a new word. So if we change the last sound from a t to a p, well, what would that word make? So we're going to do a lot of work with using what we know about words and how we can build upon that to help us with other words. As far as reading goes, they're going to go from simple stories that have repetitive text where they're going to rely heavily on the pictures, and they're going to move to more complex text where they're going to have to use some strategies to figure out unknown words, and then being able to recall what they've read, not just who was in the story or what was the setting, but maybe answering some higher level questions that might involve inferencing or drawing conclusions. In first grade, you're going to see a big shift in their writing. They have to know 3 different kinds of writing. The first kind of writing is a narrative, where the students write about things that have happened to them. Students are expected also to write opinion pieces. So they need to be able to state their opinion and then give us reasons why they feel that way, and then they need to be able to close their writing in regards to their opinion. And then the last type of writing is to be able to write an informational piece where they might give me information about a topic. So to be able to state the topic, give me some details, or teach me about that topic, and then again have some kind of closing to wrap everything up. In regards to speaking and listening, the students are expected to be able to sit in a group and listen to either a speaker or to a story. So if someone is talking, knowing, okay, I have to wait my turn. If I want to say something, I raise my hand, and making sure that one person is talking at a time so everyone can share their ideas. In general language knowledge, we'll start talking about adjectives. We also talk about common nouns, nouns that are people and places, things. We're able to talk about synonyms and antonyms when we learn a new word.
So if you are befuddled, something confuses you. So listen to it in this sentence. When 2 bells rang at the beginning of the school day, it befuddled the new student.
We're able to use it in a sentence, and I can hear, okay, did they really understand what that word means, 1, and 2, are they using it correctly?
So that was our first word for the week. We'll learn 3 more.
There's a lot that goes on with language arts. The thing I like most about teaching language arts is that language arts is not just during language arts time. I can incorporate a lot of the other subjects, like with science and social studies. So you're learning about plants, and we read a fiction story in reading, and then in science we were able to read a nonfiction book. And it's just a really nice way to tie in language arts standards when I can bring in social studies and I can bring in science. So the kids are learning that content, but then we're also talking about those language arts standards as well. So from the beginning of the year, I think the difference that parents would see is just their independence and their comfort level as the year goes on. You're going to see them really just be more confident in themselves, in their ability to write things down, in their ability to figure out those unknown words. Something that parents can do to support their learners in first grade is reading to them. You reading to them helps them hear what a fluent reader sounds like. You can ask them questions from the book to see if they can recall and answer key details from the text. And even if you're reading a higher level text, that's good too, because the students are going to be exposed to new vocabulary words. you can get books that are at their level, you'll want your child to be reading that book to you, so then your child can practice the strategies they learned in class to attack a word they may not know. My key advice for the parents would be to know that your child can do it. All learners are different. Talk with the teacher and ask if there's anything else you could do at home to support their learning. But just know that your child is going to learn lots of great things in first grade, and they're going to be a totally different person from when they came in to the end.